Do you know what I find really annoying? I hate the videos on YouTube that show you how to find a product idea to sell on Amazon, but they don't really reveal everything you need to know. You're left scratching your head thinking, okay, I use this bit of software, I find these product ideas, but then what do I do? And if you're in that situation, so you've been trying hard to find a potential Amazon product to sell, but you just feel like you're missing knowledge to actually know what to do from that point and how you can be sure that the product that you launch is actually going to do well, this video is going to help you out. Because I'm fed up of the same generic videos showing up on YouTube, so I wanted to make a video to help you out. I'm going to be really honest with you. I had to really consider whether I was going to put this video live or not. Now the reason for that is the product idea I'm going to show you in just 1 second. I'm still half considering bringing out and launching in the US market. I don't think I will, but I've always planned to launch another brand on Amazon later this year. I'm about to sell my current Amazon brands for 6 figures, and I want to go into a new niche in the US marketplace. Now, I found this product idea sort of mucking around with software, and I really didn't know whether to do this video because I'm going to give you the idea and I'm going to show you exactly what I would do to improve this product idea. If you're new here, hi, my name's Nick and I teach people how to become Amazon sellers and I show them how to become better Amazon sellers. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe. Let's not waste any time. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I've made this quick slide for you just to give you 4 things that I look for in a product. Some of these are going to sound very strange, but just bear with me. So I actually look for a lack of quality. Now, when I say that, I want there to be demand for a particular keyword, but I want there to be a lack of available options of products for Amazon customers. Now, you might be thinking, how can I find products like that? I'm going to very quickly show you. It isn't complicated. The next thing I look for is products that have potential. They can't be too complicated and I need to be able to easily improve them. So I don't like electronics, I don't like fragile products. I like products that I can simply improve. Budget. Now this is something people don't talk about. They pop up and say, look, you can sell this product, it's doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Chances are if a product's doing that much a month, you're going to need a similar amount of money to actually launch that product because you're going to need to match the sales of the best seller, or at least the one of the top 3 sellers, in order to climb onto that position on page 1. So it's going to cost you quite a bit if you're going into a market where the sales are really, really high. I look for products that are nothing special. You might be thinking, Nick, that doesn't sound very good, but I'm just telling you straight. Like, I like boring, unsexy products with nerdy potential. There's nothing wrong with nerds. I myself am a nerd in some forms, and let me explain to you what I mean when I'm talking about products with nerdy potential. This is the idea that I have stumbled across, and one that I really considered whether I was going to actually reveal to you guys. So it's an upside down tomato planter. Pretty exciting, very nerdy. This is just the type of product idea that I love because it isn't complicated, it's not electronic. And look, this product, over nearly 3,000 units this has sold in the last 30 days, doing around $50,000 a month. I am aware this product idea is going to take a little bit of budget to launch, but by you watching this video, you're going to understand how you could do it and how I am considering bringing this out as a better version of what they're already selling. First things first, how did I find this product idea? Now, I used Blackbox, and look, this is the keyword I found here. So if you want to use Blackbox, I will leave a link in the description below. Don't pay full price, because if you use that link, I make a commission, but more importantly, you won't pay full price. So I'm always honest about that sort of thing. Now, all I did here was play around with the filters in Blackbox. I've used this a lot, so I know what I'm doing. But the most important areas for you to look at is title density. You don't want that really being higher than 6, and that means how many competitors on page 1 are optimized for the keyword you found. Don't worry, it's not all this complicated. I want at least 5 competitors doing over $2,500 and 6 competitors on page 1 with less than 150 reviews. Now, we've actually got a few different ideas here, but the upside down tomato planter is exactly the sort of product I look for. And I could bring out a really nerdy feeling garden sub-niche home growing vegetable range of products here. And I can just see exactly what this brand would look like. Everyone on page 1, and let's just go back to what the page 1 view looks like, looks all the same. look at them. They're green, which I get. You probably do want to stick with the colour green, but this is where it gets really interesting. So if we go down on the page, we can see that, look, there's products here that aren't what relate to this search term. So what is this plastic raised garden bed doing on page 1? Well, it's there because there's not enough supply for the demand for this product. Now, I don't know what this other raised garden bed is doing on this page. And if we go further down, we've got potato growing bags. Now, that's not what they've searched for. We've searched for tomato planters and upside down ones. So you can see here, this is a really, really positive sign. But anyway, enough about that because I don't want to keep this video going on too long. Now, when I'm looking at this particular product idea, to very quickly get to the heart of how I can improve this, I'm pulling all of the reviews. Now, again, I use Helium 10. You can do this manually, but all I'm doing is heading down to Review Insights. I'm going to select the 3-star reviews only, and then I'm going to export them. Now, a word of sort of warning on this, it will pull them into a spreadsheet. Now, I use AI, and I'm going to show you how to do it to analyze the review data, but you don't want to be pasting too much of this into ChatGPT in the first place. So max 50 reviews, something like that. Do it in chunks, but I use very, very specific prompts that I built, and I am putting together an Amazon and AI course that, you know, if you want to learn more about that, let me know in the comments. It should be ready soon. Let's get back to the point in question. So this is exactly what I did. I went into ChatGPT and I understand how to use ChatGPT because I use it a lot. I've told them they're an expert in manufacturing products. We want innovative, cost-effective design ideas. You're advising me from a selling perspective. I'm about to give you a load of unformatted customer reviews. Make sure your answer's easy to understand. I want to be able to take this information to the factory so that I can bring out an improved version. And then I ask them, are you ready for the review data? Because I want to separate these messages. Then look, I pasted in this review data, quite a lot there. That's really up to the max. Now, straight away, they've come back and pulled on what existing customers are struggling with this product. Now, some of the main ones will go into the zipper opening. So they found it challenging to use. One option could be a wider opening or a more flexible material. That's a pretty easy fix with the factory. We've also got stability and shape. So we can, use here a more rigid material, add reinforcements, to prevent the planter from collapsing when filled with soil or water. Again, this is easy to do. And hanging mechanism, people have reported issues with it, so we could offer alternative hanging options like steel S-hooks. These are really easy things that we could go to a factory and probably within a few weeks come up with a prototype idea that would solve a lot of these issues. I would address maybe 3 of these points. They'd have to be not too complicated, but all we would be doing is bringing out an improved version of what's already out there, and you're just going out to these suppliers on Alibaba or through a sourcing agent, however you want to find your suppliers, and we're feeding them this information. Now, in my sort of full document that I use myself, that I might release to everyone else at some point, I've got further prompts where I can talk to ChatGPT and ask it to create messages for me so that I can very easily create the things I want improved about this product, create a message to send to suppliers. So this is the product idea I am still considering bringing out. And you can see here how if we were to bring out an improved version of this that solves the customer issues, we're also making sure that our listing is going to be optimized around this keyword, because we're being told that 3,000 people search for this a month. There's brilliant revenue on the table. And as we know, not very many people on page 1 are optimized for this keyword, meaning Amazon are struggling with the supply. Hopefully you found that useful. If you want to learn more, go into the description below. But guys, there's going to be more useful videos coming from me very soon.